I couldn't think of an intro, so let's just do this. First up, that flickery ship from last time? Yeah, I fixed that. Instead of actually clearing the screen, I made it just draw over the old frame. I tried adding collision, but you might be thinking, didn't you do that last time? With the whole solid attribute thing? Oh my god, you remember? But nah, I just added that shit and did nothing with it until just now. God damn. So I printed if the tile was solid, but apparently nothing is solid. Then I printed the name of the block, and it does know what the tile's name is, just not if it's solid. So my first thought was obviously to check where tiles get made. And yeah, I mean, it was obviously that. So now it works. So I started working on entities, which are structures that have basic info like position and how they look. The idea is you'll have one structure, but depending on its type, player, enemy, item, that sort of thing, its functions like update entity, render entity, etc. will do different things. Like updating a entity with the player type will just use getChar to control the player, but something like item will just sit there because it's an item, which sounds like a good idea, right? This is a shit idea. Oh. So I shelved that idea and decided to make player and enemies and items separate things. But between us, I think I'm going to add it back next time. So I made enemies, which I'm calling mobs, because fuck, why is it actually called a mob? Oh, mobile object. Got it. I finished the basic mob functions and made this little slime guy as a test. I also removed the background. I think it looks better, but to be honest, I don't know. You tell me in the comments or something. And while you're down there, I made the slime guy follow you around, but he's way too fast. I turned off directional movement, but that just looks weird. So I opened up Scary Snake. Yeah, I forgot that existed too. And stole all the follow player shit from that and shoved it into WizTXT. I had to Google what the math round lib function was, and oh, yeah, it's just called round. Changes move speed to 0.5 and why aren't you moving, little guy? Well, shit, still ain't moving. Oh, the parameters, it's an integer, so it turned it into a 0. Gotcha. And now I can finally outrun Slime Guy. But what if I don't want Slime Guy? What if I want something else? Well, I have the product for you. Introducing Mob Data Table. Remember that tile shit from Devlog 1? No? Go fucking watch it. I'm not saying all that shit again. It's that, but for mobs. Wow. And yeah, now you can just make different looking mobs. But we don't want just one stupid little slime guy. I'm sorry for saying that, but still, we don't want one slime guy. What if we want 2 or 4 or 8 or so? I just copied over more code from Silly Snake. Wait, what the fuck did I just say? Scary Snake, scary. This is all very serious, and I basically vibe coded the entire multiple enemy system. Except I already wrote the code myself, so it was just coding. Here's some B-roll of it not working. Here's me using GDP to solve it. GDP GDB to solve it. Here's me not understanding anything GDB is saying. And yeah, okay, I think this can be an actual problem. It looks like it's just printing like fucked up characters, so I think like color or sprite or like character is just like a garbage value. So I added stir copy or string copy as it should be called, but I don't call it that. And yeah, no. Also, I looked at tiles.c and I don't even need to use stir copy, so that was kind of useless. It obviously wasn't working. But then I'm just gonna try printing the character. Wait, oh my fucking god. See this? If you leave an attribute blank, its value will be random. This is called a garbage value. But you might be thinking, Otto, you are setting that attribute, so this can't be an issue with garbage values, right? Yeah. Well, except for the part where I'm actually setting their value after already sending it over to the list of mobs. Yeah, this shit took me a while to figure out. I don't know how long, but a while. But still, problems arose. Let's take a quick look at a file called, what the fuck is even going on, question mark, question mark, question. To answer the question posed in the creative title, I made the code spit out the phrase rendering nothing like a dumbass when it renders nothing like a dumbass. And sure enough, it was rendering nothing like a dumbass, which led me to believe something was wrong with the init flag, which represents if a slot in the enemy list is empty or actually has info. But something like this, where it's trying to render an enemy that doesn't exist, can only really happen if the empty list of enemies has init flags with garbage values. But that can't happen because I set the flag to 0 right here. Unless, of course, I never even return the empty list. Also, this is unrelated, but this weird thing happened right after I fixed everything. Just thought it was interesting. And it didn't work. Nah, I'm just fucking with you, it works. And yeah, that's about it. Side note, here's what happens whenever a mob actually reaches the player. Yeah, they get pushed. Which is what's gonna happen to you if you don't like it.